Good morning everybody, hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe. It's Saturday the 18th of July 2020. Got a lot to get through today, so let's get right to it. US daily cases then almost 75,000 yesterday. That was a new record, and that beat Thursday's record of 74,000 as well, almost 74,000. So things not going too well here in terms of new cases across the states. Deaths yesterday was 946, so yeah, getting up towards that 1,000, but flattening a little bit it seems. Florida cases on Thursday 14,000 almost, and that's the second highest on record, and yesterday was down to 11,500 almost. So yeah, not doing too well across Florida. Florida ranked number 1 on Thursday and Friday, and Orange County ranked number 4 yesterday. So stats, our positive rate was 17.5% yesterday. That's the best it's been for a little while, and we don't know how the labs who aren't producing negative test results for the state, how that's going to impact now when those negative tests start being put through. I don't know how far that positive rate is going to go down. The percentages of deaths to cases actually went over 1% now for the past 4 days. So that's not where it's been recently. So that's getting bad. I guess more older people now are getting the virus passed on by younger people. Deaths per hospitalization also went to a record yesterday at 35%. So that's the first time that's been over 33, I think, percent. ICU beds available in Florida are the same as they were on Thursday, so we're not, it appears, reaching a kind of crisis point with ICU beds, even though hospitalizations have gone up. So that's good. I guess people are clearing out of ICU beds into either other beds or going back home to convalesce. States where masks are mandatory now have risen to 28 from 26 on Thursday. Florida still isn't among those states, and it doesn't look like we will be at all. Governor DeSantis, in a press briefing yesterday, said that he expects Central Florida to improve next month. I don't know what the basis of that statement was. He didn't actually put any flesh on those bones, but let's see. Jerry Demings, the Orange County mayor, has now put together a kind of a hit squad to go into businesses that are suspected of flouting the mandatory mask wearing. So I guess that's good. He's going to get people going in like just in plain clothes, no police or anything, almost undercover shoppers to see how these suspected business outlets are doing, and they can be closed down if they're seen to be flouting those mandated mask wearing. The R rate for Florida now is said to be at 1.06. I think the last time I mentioned this we were up in the kind of 1.3 area. So I guess that's good news. I think anything over 1 means it's still bad news. So we need to get it back under 1. Florida's ranking 22 at the moment in terms of the 50 states. So we're not, I actually thought we'd be much further out, like towards 50, but to be 22, all right, it isn't great, but it's middle of the pack. Obviously we'd like to be number 1, and to get under 1, I think only 6 or 7 states are under 1 right now, but you can have a look at that chart in the news. Disney World is losing 3 attractions across 2 of its parks. I'm not so bothered about 2 of them. One of them I'm pretty disappointed in. You can maybe guess which one after you've seen the news. Disney's parks availability calendar now. So good, very good for ticket holders. No change to that since Thursday. Resort guests now completely free, all parks, all days from now right up to September 2021. And then more availability has been made for annual pass holders in all parks. So it's looking better now. So July was a sellout. Now there's availability. There's more availability in August and in September. I don't know how they've made more availability for resort guests and for AP holders. There's been no talk about increased capacity or anything. So I'd love to know how that's happened. I've included park maps now for all of the 4 Disney parks that have reopened, so you can see for yourselves exactly what's opened in terms of attractions, shows, food and beverage outlets, stores, and also where the relaxation zones are in all 4 parks. And then finally, we've got Halloween Horror Nights. Looks like it's really going to happen. Universal Orlando has put out now a general audition advert for people outside of Universal Orlando. Before it was just people who work there, now it's everybody, so that looks like it's really on. And we're going to be in Universal Orlando today for the first time in a long time. We've got to activate our annual passes today, so there'll be that's tomorrow's video will be today's wander around Universal Orlando. I don't know if we're going to get into both parks. It's now 9:15 a.m. here. We're going to leave in about 45 minutes, and I think it closes at 6 o'clock, so we'll have a good amount of time in the parks. Hopefully we'll get to both, and we'll get some good video from that. Not sure what to expect, don't know what the crowd levels are going to be today. we've purposely not gone early because I just want to see what it's like not going at rope drop, which is what I always do. I always go at rope drop. You'll see that I've got the Leeds United hat on, the Leeds United retro shirt on, and that's because Leeds United got promoted yesterday. Nothing to do with theme parks at all, but I couldn't let this go by. First time in 16 years that Leeds are back in the Premier League, so go Leeds. It's going to be amazing. So please bear with me on that. I don't usually mention this kind of thing, but bear with me on that. Okay, if you're new to the channel, forget the Leeds stuff. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, press all, you'll get news 3 days a week and other stuff on a Sunday at least. If you're lurking, again, please do subscribe. If you like the video, if you think you're getting some benefit from it, please do hit the like button. The algorithm likes the likes, and if you know anybody that might benefit from watching the video as well, please do share it with them. Okay, let's get to the news.
New cases across America on Thursday was 73,388, which is a new daily record. That record was then beaten again yesterday with 74,987 cases being recorded. The total number of deaths across all 50 states yesterday was 946. That seems to be flattening out again over a 7-day period. In Florida, over the past couple of days, we had almost 14,000 cases on Thursday, which was the second highest total recorded, and yesterday we had 11,466 cases. Another new record was made this week on Thursday with the number of deaths reaching 156. Yesterday that total was 128. Florida again ranked number 1 in the US for the number of daily cases on Thursday and yesterday. Orange County had 750 new cases yesterday and ranked number 4 in Florida. Looking at the stats yesterday, 65,245 tests produced our 11,466 cases, which is a positive rate of 17.57%. We had 366 hospitalizations yesterday, which is the lowest for 4 days. But we had a record number of deaths on Thursday at 156. The percentage of deaths to hospitalizations at 35% was a record yesterday. The number of ICU beds available across the whole of Florida this morning is 994. That's just 5 less than this time on Thursday morning. The number of states where masks are now mandatory now totals 28. Florida is still not one of them. Governor Ron DeSantis yesterday held a press briefing and said there is reason to be optimistic about the coronavirus numbers in Florida. He said, if you look at how the epidemic has unfolded, it's not unfolded evenly across the state. Quite frankly, I think Central Florida, as we get into the next month, is probably in pretty good shape based on the trends I see. That's what I hope. DeSantis went on to say that Orange County, home of Orlando and Disney World, along with some adjacent counties, have seen the rate of positive cases stabilize and decline. DeSantis said that's a good sign. I think it's going to decline a lot more. The current effective reproduction rate in Florida is 1.06, and it's been like this for about 3 weeks. This chart shows the R rate range for all 50 states, and Florida ranks 22nd. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings yesterday said he's put together a task force who will go out and combat businesses who are not following the mask mandate. Demings said, we will be putting together some strike teams that will be going out into the community to ensure that we get better compliance from the businesses with the executive orders and the other CDC directives that have been put in place. The strike teams will go to theme parks, gyms, retail shops and restaurants, Demings said. They'll show up like any other member of the public and observe. The weather today in Orlando, it's going to be 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 32 degrees centigrade, with only a 20% chance of rain today. Over the next few days we're going to get to 93 degrees Fahrenheit, 34 degrees centigrade. Moving into theme park news, and Walt Disney World has announced closures of 3 attractions. In the Magic Kingdom we're saying goodbye finally to Stitch's Great Escape. In Animal Kingdom we've seen the last of Primeval Whirl, and the show Rivers of Light has had its last performance. Now that all 4 Disney parks are open, I thought it'd be good to have a look at all the maps. The number of offerings in each park has been slimmed down, but you can see which attractions, stores and food and beverage outlets are open. If you're looking for relaxation stations, there are 2 in Magic Kingdom, one near Pecos Bills in Frontierland and the other next to Big Top Souvenirs in Fantasyland. This is the offering for Epcot, and again there are 2 relaxation stations, one between Test Track and Mission Space and the other in the Norway Pavilion in World Showcase. This is how Animal Kingdom currently shapes up, with relaxation stations opposite the Caravan Stage Theatre in Asia and near to Tiffin's Restaurant in Discovery Island. This is currently what Hollywood Studios looks like. Its relaxation stations are near to the Market Merchants in Galaxy's Edge and in Animation Courtyard. Disney's park availability calendar still shows good availability for theme park guests after the 24th of July, with only Hollywood Studios not available before that date. For resort guests, it looks like additional space has been made for them, with all parks now available in July and through to September 2021. The availability calendar for pass holders has been updated to show additional capacity in July, which was previously shown as completely sold out. Additional capacity has also been made available in August, with at least one park now available every day. In September for annual pass holders, the only park which is unavailable on the days shaded yellow is Disney's Hollywood Studios. Moving from Disney World into Universal Orlando, and it looks like Halloween Horror Nights is certainly going to go ahead. Universal has completed its internal auditions for scare actors and has now put out a general advert.
Okay, no long op-ed today after the news. I'm going to try something else out and just slim the video time down a little bit. I'm just going to talk about when will borders be open. This is like, my audience is 65% UK, 35% America. That's generally it. So for the people that are in the UK, I don't know when the borders are going to reopen. There's been no talk about that. Whilst we've got 75,000 cases and it looks like it's growing every day, I can't see this happening for some time. If you are looking to come this year, I would wait for your flight to be cancelled, which I think it will be, unfortunately. So wait for your flight to be cancelled, get your refund, and then look at doing something next April-ish onwards, maybe. That's my gut feel at the moment. Things might get better from them. I don't know whether we're going to get to a point where masks are going to not be worn in parks, where the characters can come back and do meet and greets properly. It doesn't look like it this year at all. So again, springtime next year, probably through the end of next year, looks a much better bet. So that's all I'm going to say today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back tomorrow with this video from Universal Studios. I'll be back Monday with more news. Until then, have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Take care, everybody. See you then. Bye-bye.